Okay, everybody, so you made it to the next page. So now let's get down to business. First of all, I want to thank you again for stopping by here, and make sure you check that email for that information that I sent to you. And by any means, if for some reason you put in the wrong email or you made a mistake, you can go back to www.extraIncomeschool.com, put in the correct information, and you will get that email sent to you. Okay, so the main thing I want to do here is explain to you what the big secret is in making money online and becoming successful. Now, I'm not going to get too far into detail in this video because there are several different aspects, but I'm just going to basically open up your eyes to the main reasons why most people fail and then the main reasons why most other people succeed. Now, of course, there's a lot more people that are failing than there are people who are succeeding, but that doesn't mean that you can't make a change today and start leaning towards the other side of people who are actually getting results in their home-based business. Now, like I said, when I first started in 2008 in January, I actually used my income tax returns in order to fund my initial business investment. So I spent about $1,000 in getting started with 3 different business opportunities and a total of 2 different mentors. And basically, that's all I needed. However, the initial experience that I went through was definitely a complete loss before I saw my first profit. And the first tip I want to give you in this video is don't buy advertising if you don't know what you're doing, number 1. And number 2, don't buy advertising if you don't have a personal recommendation to use a resource. Now, the reason why I say that is because it's going to help you to save money instead of getting ripped off and getting burned by some sort of advertising agency that's really unethical and for the most part is lying and scamming people out of their money, claiming that they have an advertising service when in reality they're basically just taking your money and running off with it. And there's nothing that you can do, because you would say to yourself, if one of your advertising campaigns doesn't work, maybe it's just something that you did wrong, and there's no guarantee in advertising in the first place. So you can never really blame a company in most cases to say that it's their fault that your advertising campaign didn't work out. So generally speaking, that's what I first learned. I started buying all sorts of stuff. Everything I saw that was advertising related, I tried this, I tried that, everything in small amounts, nothing too crazy. And to make a long story short, before I knew it, I was basically down to $0 left. Maybe I had about $20 to $40 left, and I had reached rock bottom, and it was pretty much a bad situation at that point because I had a good amount of money to get started, but it all went down the drain. But the one thing that did happen that was worth the money of my initial investments is I did join 2 business opportunities with 2 different mentors. I joined a program called the Little Guy Network, and I joined another program called Abunza. So I had 2 different sponsors, one younger guy and one older gentleman. And basically I knew that these guys were on top of their game, they were making money, and they had training set up that I was going to be provided with by being a member of their organization in the company. So to make a long story short, by going through all the different training that I received from them, I basically picked a couple of different resources that I was provided with to promote my business. Now, what happened was I actually had found a new business opportunity at the time that was only $20 to join. So I joined this business, I set up the website, I paid for the hosting. Maybe it cost me about $50 to $60 altogether to get the whole program set up and running. It was set up to pay me through PayPal. And before you know it, with using one of those resources, I made my first sale, I made $20. And the next thing you know, I made another sale, I made $40. And then before you know it, I had 60, 80, 100, made my first $100 online, went up to about 160, and then I took some of my profit and invested in another business. Now, the next business paid me $40 per sale. So I made my first $40 sale, then I made another 80, I made 120, 160, 240, 320, and the numbers kept going up. And then I took some of that money and invested in another business making $200 a sale. And I applied the same exact marketing strategy, and I was able to generate 6 sales my first week and make $1,200. And that's pretty much where I had that magical moment of knowing what it feels like to make money online, because I truly had made more money online than I had basically made in the job, especially with the amount of time that it took for me to actually generate that $1,200. Those 6 sales didn't take me 40 hours to generate. So long story short, for those of you out there that may be dealing with tough times, I want to tell you that if you have a small amount of money, or if you do what you have to get a small amount of money, that if you knew exactly the right way to promote or advertise any given product or service, you can take $20 or $40 or $50 and you can turn it into $100 turn that into 200, turn it into 300, and before you know it, you'll have your first $1,000, or you can generate $1,000. So that's the idea that I want to show you. What you should be doing at this point right now if you are new to this industry, don't have a business, or if you came here because you're already involved with a business but just not being successful. So on this website, the main program that I want you all to be aware of is the video below this video, and the name of the company is called Motor Club of America. Now, I've been involved with this program for a little over a month now, and I've received a check every single week since I've been a member, which I'm sure you saw on the video before you got in here. So one of the things I want to say is that it is legit. It's not a scam. It's a real service. It's similar to the company AAA, you know, roadside assistance for vehicle owners and such, as well as other different products and service benefits. Okay, you'll see all that in the video below. And then below that video, you'll see a couple of other things, and then you'll get into all of the different forms of training that I'm going to be providing you with on video to teach you everything that I've done and everything that I do in marketing and advertising my businesses. And this stuff, I'm not going to say is guaranteed to work, but it's going to be very difficult for you not to get the same results that I have if you follow the exact same steps and the exact same system, because it's a proven system. I didn't create it. I learned it from people who I joined with and was mentored by originally. I learned it from them, and I just put it into practice, and it worked. As simple as that. And a lot of those things that I did were free. The marketing that I did in my first year of business was free. But in order for me to take my business to the next level, I learned that I was going to have to use paid advertising in order to do that. So another thing that I want you to realize is that as you move forward and you want to grow your business to the 5 figures a month, that sort of type of income, or 6 figures a year, you're going to need to invest into paid advertising, and you're going to need to learn how to do it. So with that being said, your whole goal from this website and from this day forward is to understand and realize that to be very successful, you need to learn how to advertise and market by using paid advertising, and in order to do that, you need a constant flow of income to keep your advertising budget nice and healthy and strong. This way you can take money and purchase and get traffic to your website as soon as, whenever you want to. If you want traffic tomorrow, if you're willing to pay for it and able to pay to it, you'll get traffic to your website tomorrow. As a matter of fact, one time when I first joined the business opportunity, the first week I did $3,000 just from knowing how to demand traffic and pay for it to come to my website. And the best part was that initial traffic, I actually got it on credit and I didn't have to pay for it up front. So all of this type of stuff you're going to learn. With that being said, make sure you do know that above this video here is the navigational toolbar for my website. You can find my contact information up there or at the bottom of this page. So make sure you take a look at Motor Club of America. It has a great compensation plan. It's easy to start to get into. It's only $40 to sign up and $19.95 every month thereafter. But if you are somebody who's trying to succeed in a home-based business, I'm sure if you've actually been involved in one, I'm sure you've invested at least $40 at some point for advertising or some sort of tool or something that didn't work. Something that you bought to help you advertise your business didn't work. But this $40 to get in this business, I'm going to show you how to double your $40, how to double your $80, how to double your $160, how to double your $320, and keep going all the way up to the top. I mean, let's face it, if you don't have $300 in your advertising budget today, and you want to have $1,000 in it, you have to generate profits in order to reach that level. And that's exactly what I want to show you how to do with this program. So with that being said, do your due diligence, do your homework, do your research. This is a fantastic opportunity. And once again, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to give me a call, 917-426-2618, and I'll see you soon. So take care and go down below this video and watch the MCA presentation and move further down, see the other information below, and then give me a call with your questions. All right, talk to you soon.